Hello, hello everybody, welcome back to the Amplified Survival World. It's your boy, G to the P. And guys, do you notice anything different? Do you notice anything different about me? Perhaps it's the way I'm talking. Perhaps I have a bit of a cold. I'm starting to feel a bit under the weather, or I did for the past few days. Ooh, I think I might have gotten sick. But I'm back. Hopefully the voice doesn't distract you too much from what we're going to work on today, because I've got plans to start transforming this front of a hill into a massive temple, the front facade of a temple. And then maybe if we're feeling lucky, or at a later date, we're going to do some work underneath here. This whole area just kind of got exposed when I tore down a bunch of the trees up here. And if you see, there's like a dripstone cave down there. I'd love to do some terraforming and connect this underground waterway to over here into the large kind of river, or yeah, like a lake almost. So yeah, this is going to be the start of what you could consider to be like a very long-term project, something that I think we really need in order to sustain a survival world like this. The past 4 episodes, we've gone really quick. We've fought the Ender Dragon, we've built an Enderman farm. I have enough supplies, believe it or not, to go fight a Wither. But yeah, like take it back a bit, do a bit more survival stuff, and just enjoy the ride. Enjoy the fun that is to be had of just regular survival Minecraft. And all right, so let's get some shapes started. We need a bit of a better idea than just temple face as our concept. So I'd like a pathway, or at least a staircase leading from down there, which will be a walkway and perhaps a bridge eventually. But up here, we want sort of a plateau that leads into what I will think, or what I'd love to do, is a door, if I could just get up there. Aha! So I've gone ahead and put down some more dirt. This is going to be a staircase leading upwards, and then this here will be a sort of balcony going off to the side, and it's going to have like a facade and then a garden out front. And then this here is where the door is going to go with the 2 side posts. So I'm thinking 2 like large standing pillars on the sides, and then a doorway going through the middle, perhaps an archway over the middle of it. And then we're going to really do a lot of work with the terraforming to connect this, to make it look like it's inside of the mountain. This is something that I have never really done. I thought I'd challenge myself today and try building in survival. Oftentimes I do a lot of the builds, I just create them in creative mode and then throw them down here. But this just offers a whole nother challenge to really place your blocks down properly before you start building them. Ooh, all right. So I got rid of all the dirt, and now we've got a bunch of stone textures and stuff in here. And part of the idea that I had was that we're going to make it like a ruined temple. So there's a lot of spots where there's crumbling like infrastructure. There's a lot of opportunity to do that up here. I haven't quite gotten up to here yet, whether or not I'm going to, like how far I'm going to expand it in either direction. But I was starting to put in some, like as a test here to see whether or not I like it, to do some terrain sort of like this. You know, I think we're going to try putting that similar terraforming onto this side and just kind of see how it looks. Yeah, you know what? I think that does it for me. That really does it. I think from this point, we'll just go further up. Obviously, this is a lot of empty space that we're kind of just leaving in behind, but it doesn't necessarily mean that we couldn't use it at some other point. Put something else in behind. I mean, I'm a huge sucker for building massive terraforming projects for myself, and well, it's not a bad thing, I don't think. That's just what I love to do. I like to do terraforming. But anyway, we're gonna work on finishing up these landing areas, and then we got to get to work on this door here and this archway. Oh, guys, it's official. I have run out of stone. Cobblestone, actually, so I'm just going to mine a bunch of that, and while we're at it, pick up some andesite. But you know how I was mentioning earlier we could fight the Wither, or I have the supplies to fight the Wither? That is looking even more tempting as I just slowly do this. And I'm pretty sure we can also convert diorite into it as well if we mix stone, or cobblestone, sorry, and diorite. We can get andesite too if we actually wanted it. Okay, so I've done some work off camera here, and be prepared here because it's quite a bit. Yeah, that's a lot more than you thought, hey? Or maybe it wasn't, I don't know. Either way, the sides of the temple now have some scaffolding on them. I built up the sides, and I started working on the mountain, and that's gonna go pretty much up to that point. I still don't know what I'm gonna do for like the arch, or if I want to put something in the middle, like some sort of crest or emblem or something. I'm not too sure yet. Over on the right here, though, same thing. Just haven't really built up the mountain. I wanted to start working on the bottom here because I was running out of dirt to build the mountain. So I thought, well, we could just start tearing away at the bottom here, and we could begin connecting up the lake over there to the underground thing. Oh, that's the portal. All right, I'm just trying to figure out now where we can connect up the lake to the pond with the dripstone. There we go. And yes, okay, it is perfect. It's at the same Y level too, so the water will be easily connected. That's great. So my plan for the area is to have this walkway be kind of intact, kind of remain intact, and then have down here, right, be sort of like the water's chipped away at all of the underbelly of it. So it's like very structurally, you know, not sound. And I think that would make a really cool dynamic, right? You have this really tall, high-reaching temple, and then right below it, like these really deep depths that are lots of water and stuff. So shouldn't take too long to dig. I mean, it would take a lot less time if we had an efficiency 5 pickaxe and a haste beacon, but I digress. That's something we'll do later down the line. Wink, wink. And by that, I mean right now. Yeah. I'd rather have like a beacon with haste 1 than have nothing. So we're just going to go ahead and fight this thing here. It doesn't feel all that special, you know, once you get like this far in the game this quick. But I promise you, next one that we fight, I promise you we'll do it legit. We're not going to cheese the next one. All right, so we're going to take a bit of a break here, and I had an idea that I wanted to try out and see if it worked. I wanted to see whether or not you could put silk touch on a hoe and get vines, because we need cobblestone, or mossy cobblestone and mossy cobblestone, or mossy cobblestone and mossy bricks for the build eventually. And I know there's a jungle around, or at least in this direction. So I'm going to travel out there, and then we're going to actually see if we can't get some vines. All right, throw down the anvil, put the silk touch on the hoe, and can we get vines? No, we cannot. One thing I'm noticing when flying around this amplified stuff is my computer. I don't know what it is. It's lagging. There's like stutter frame drops. My render distance is only on 16, and when I turn it down, it's still sort of a problem when I'm generating new terrain. Like, I don't know. You guys have any suggestions on what might fix this or what might cause it? I am also running Optifine, so there's some setting in there I can optimize. I want to tell you a secret. Come closer. Yeah, get real close. ImGP. The hoe is gonna go where it belongs. Break in case of emergency. Break in case of, yeah, we'll never need that. Alrighty then. Well, let's just get out of the bamboo here, shoots. Get me out of here. Help. I'm stuck. Oh, okay. Alright, guys. Well, I have been busy. First and foremost, let's take a look down here. Boom. All done. Boom goes the dynamite. There we go. We have a nice cute little bridge. We got water, super deep water, and there's a bunch of like aquifer caves that naturally were here, so that really kind of worked out underground. And up there, ooh, look at that. So we got both sides of the mountain now finished, and I began putting some destruction onto the right pillar. This is by no means finished though. I've just got the little cracks and divots and all that stuff. And I think it looks pretty good so far. This is more of just a test to see if that's kind of the thing that I enjoy, if I like it. I don't think I ever mentioned it either, but this is going to be the entranceway from the hub. Or the hub, oops, spoiler. Well, we're going to do some sort of hub eventually, and this will be the grand entranceway. It's a very, like, natural, you just kind of walk in and, ooh, you got big valleys and mountains all around you, and I think it looks really, really cool. There's a lot of things that we can do with this area, so I'm really looking forward to it. All right, guys, well, you remember how last episode I got my brother to edit the video? Well, you guys seem to really enjoy that. At least you guys left quite a few nice comments for him, and I let him know, and he was very thankful of that. So he didn't edit today's episode, but maybe another one in the future. I'm trying something a bit different where it's not like a full video. Like, we didn't finish the project today because I think that's just a bit unrealistic. And, you know, you got to give you a reason to come back. You want to see the final product? Well, then you're going to have to wait for the next episode. Yeah. Anyway, and also, too, I think this is just a natural end point for me. I don't really have the supplies to finish this thing either. I don't have all the stone that I need. And truthfully, it is getting very painful to just use a efficiency 4 pickaxe. Like, I'd really, really like to get some trading villager stuff going, so perhaps we'll do that next time. Anyways, that's going to do it all for me today. Thanks again, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye!